Welcome to my hot lap of Circuit de la Sarthe in Le Mans. I've done this lap with the Peugeot 908 HDi FAP. It's a 2010 model run by the Peugeot Team Orica to be precise. Anyway, onto the pit straight, getting ready to start the lap. The lap takes approximately about 3 minutes 30. It's rather long. First turn is Dunlop curve, which is rather fast in 5th gear. Just dab of the brakes and turn in, followed by a tight chicane, 2nd gear. So brake hard for it, easy on the way out. Be careful to get a good exit and come up to a series of curves. Coming up is the Muslan Straight. You brake down into 3rd gear. It feels like it's a fast turn, however it's not. It just has a large exit. Now if you want to be real pro, you would change your gear ratios, unlike myself, to avoid maxing out there on 6th gear at about 365 k's. Brake just past the first sign that you see, and then down into 2nd gear. Temptation is to floor the throttle on the way out. Don't. That little slight curve on the way out can get you. It's all about throttle control. Coming up to the 2nd chicane, you can afford to brake a little bit later than what you do on the first, somewhere in between the 1st and the 2nd sign. Depends how much steel you've got. Down into 3rd on the first one, and then brake slower down into 2nd, and then be careful on the way out, as explained earlier. Chicanes never used to be there. Don't have to look too far back in history, and it was just one long straight. Those were the days of motor racing when it was real, but what are you going to do? Coming up to Muslan, which is a very tight corner, very quick sweeping turn in, and then it tightens up. Got to get right down into 2nd and make sure you're not turning while you're braking. It's a recipe for disaster. You don't want to do that. This is the way up to the Indianapolis section of the track. It's very fast, very high speed, and not a lot of camber on the side of the road, on the side of the tarmac. So you don't want to. It's very easy to put a couple of wheels onto the grass and spin out. You don't want to do that. 4th gear for the sweeping right-hander, and then all the way down into 2nd. And then you move up to Arnage, which is the slowest turn on the track and the slipperiest. As you can see, I'm rather careful around there. Probably could gain a bit of time there, but you want it to be a clean lap first and foremost. It's the only 1st gear turn on the track. And this is the way up to the Porsche curves. Very similar area to what you saw previously. I tend to keep it in 4th most of the way around. I never touched the brakes through this part, sort of a no-brainer. Now start to put the foot down as you climb up to 5th or 6th gear, and then the 4 chicanes, which is 2 chicanes. The first one is 3rd gear. Somewhat fast, as you can see, more just 2 sweeping turns, and then a bit harder braking into the final one, and that will complete the lap. Time was a 3:24.959. I'm sure there's faster out there, but that's just a rough guide of how to do it.